What's up, guys? Welcome back to it, Merengue Culé. As most of you are probably already aware, I did not put out a pre-game analysis video for the Celta versus Real Madrid game, and that is because, I was traveling, I went somewhere, and there was not enough time. However, we are back, and we are back and better for 2021, and starting from now on, we're going back to our regular schedule of pre-game and then post-game analysis video. So, before we roll the intro, I want to do the quickest pre-game ever done before. So, we're obviously playing a very tough Celta team that was nearly in the relegation, nearly got relegated last season. However, this year, they started off a little bit weak. However, they have won 6 out of their last 7 games. So it goes to show how good they are, or how they have turned things around. They have currently the top scorer of La Liga in Iago Aspas with, I believe, 8 or 9 goals. So goes to show this is not an easy game. I do have a little bit of a bad feeling for it. I hope not. I am seeing that we could potentially tie this game. Let's hope not. Let's hope we get to start off the year the proper way. Sergio Ramos will not be playing for Real Madrid, so it's going to be interesting to see who takes up the leadership of the team. Modric just playing again. No Vinicius Jr. up top. And guys, that is it for the pregame. Let's go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll see you guys at the end of the first half. And the first half is in the books. Real Madrid is currently winning 1-0. Let's go ahead and break down a little bit of what happened this half, which is pretty interesting. A very different version of a Real Madrid in terms of tactics. However, early on we saw Celta that was pressing Real Madrid high, and that quickly led in the 5th minute to a very dangerous attack from Celta, in which Iago Aspas nearly scored. As you can see here in the picture, Nacho Fernandez clears it, not off the line, but the ball was already, headed towards the goal. His shot had already beat Thibaut Courtois, and off that clear, I believe the ball falls to another player, and Real Madrid fully clears the ball. We get our first attack of the game, in which the ball falls into a ASENSIO that was already running full speed, beautifully takes that ball all the way down, takes on Araujo, put the beautiful cross in, and Lucas Vazquez heads it home to start off the game in a wonderful way and start off the year just right. However, the game wasn't going to be all rainbows and sunshines for Real Madrid as it started off, in which is where we really saw this new tactics being employed by Real Madrid. Not necessarily fully new, but to this extent it's what's new. Basically, what's happening is Real Madrid is taking that sort of underdog presence in the game, where they let Celta Vigo dominate the game, possess the ball. They're basically just letting them have all possession. Real Madrid kind of sits back, and then when they win the ball, they pounce. They try to counterattack quick, which they have done a very good job because of the fact that they've had very good off-the-ball movement, especially from Marco Asensio, making runs in and out, and very fast passing side to side until we try to find that through ball. So that's what's been like the positives. However, we are kind of playing with fire because Celta Vigo is having a lot of dangerous possessions that could very easily fall into a goal for them at any point in this game. If Real Madrid wants to keep this tactic, they're gonna have to be very clinical, because they're going to have to score another goal. There's no way in there. I can't see a scenario in which we keep playing in the same form. Nothing wrong with the way we're playing, but like I said, we're going to have to be clinical. But like I was saying, I don't see a way in which we keep playing this way and we win 1-0. I really see Celta scoring a goal if we keep playing this way. I've already said many times. So we're definitely going to have to score another one. So guys, obviously I'll be back for the second half. We're still yet to see Eden Hazard. Hopefully we see a little bit of Fede Valverde, maybe Luka Jovic. We'll see. I'll see you guys at the end of the game. And that's game. A huge victory for Real Madrid. 2-0 versus Celta Vigo. That kicks off the new year in a wonderful way. And I cannot stress enough how important, how big this win is for us. I said that I was coming, like I said in the intro, very good into this game. And this second half seemed like it was more of a transition half. Nothing like I really expected from the second half at the end of the first half. I do quickly want to go into Asensio's performance. A great performance, my man of the match for sure. A player that I already mentioned in the first half a couple minutes ago. Well, for you a couple minutes ago. Was making really good off the ball movement. Obviously had already gotten himself an assist, and he basically continued off of that in the second half, and now finishing it off with a goal. So this is very, very big for him. Gained some confidence. His first goal in La Liga, pretty sad, I would say. But first goal in La Liga nonetheless. we'll give Zidane a little more to think about when it comes to making the lineups now that he has a Lucas Vázquez that's been pretty informed, Hazard that's coming back, Vinicius Jr., who is kind of falling in the ranks, but still there, and then also obviously Asensio. So very happy to see that from Asensio. I'm glad to see him score. And now let's move on a little more as to what happened in this game. The game was a completely different dynamic from that first half. As I already told you guys, that first half was a half in which Celta Vigo dominated a lot with a big part of the possession, the majority of the game. And in this one, it changed very quickly because Real Madrid found that second goal pretty fast into that second half. And that was combined with the fact that Celta Vigo lost their best player in Iago Aspas, their top scorer, as we had already mentioned, pretty early on, right before our goal actually. So after that, going down 2-0 and losing their best player, they eased off a lot, let the foot off the gas, and essentially it was, like I said, it became more of a transition half in which Madrid just kind of dominated the possession. Celta created a few chances here and there. We didn't really have much more. Benzema could have scored one, but other than that, it was, like I said, transition. I did want to see Odegaard go in. I wanted to see, the subs, Hazard. And I will say that I thought Zidane put him in a little too late. I would have liked him to give, especially Odegaard and Hazard, some more minutes. We did not see Luka Jovic. Funny enough, he put in Mariano with like 4 minutes left, and they zoomed in on Jovic's face, and it was just complete failure of a face. I don't know when. Clearly, Jovic has fallen to being the third striker for the team now. I will say Hazard isn't looking too great in terms of fitness. Obviously, he's coming back from injury, but he has already been training with the team for over like 2 weeks now, and he's not looking too good. But hopefully he gains back some confidence, and we go from there. So positives is that we obviously took the win. Marco Asensio gained some confidence, and we do have a week of rest. No game midweek, so a week of rest. So we'll be going into that Osasuna game pretty well rested. As always, you should expect to see the pregame analysis for that one, and so the predictions will be back. Obviously, there were no predictions for this game this time around. However, like I already mentioned, a great start to the year. Guys, I obviously hope you all have a wonderful day. As always, a la Madrid.